let me ask you this first. As a broker, do you find yourself selling more of these as with respect to the current marketplace, or helping people buy into those, or more kind of helping people get into the leasing part? Like when you look at your kind of scope of work on a day-to-day, if it was a pie, how much percentage of which is your daily activity? So I think that might give us some context as to what's happening in the marketplace.
Yeah, and I can also speak to that through the lens of investor, because I started building my own portfolio in 2014. So I've got some ownership of industrial properties as well. But I would say it's largely market driven. So if you're in a market where you're in historically low interest rates, which we still are in, even though the Fed's just increased the rate 25 basis points, we're still in a historically low interest rate environment. That looks pretty tempting for companies that want to deploy some capital to take advantage of low interest rates. So, but conversely, if we see 100 or 200 basis point increase in interest rates, and I don't even want to fathom what that does to the market as a whole, but if we start seeing upward pressure on those interest rates, I think more people will consider being tenants. So it moves, it ebbs and flows. That's the biggest thing that I say to companies, is that you can't make a decision in a vacuum, nor can you make a decision at any one point in time without considering what the future looks like. Because if you think that we're going into a recessionary environment, or we're going into an environment with high interest rates, it might make sense to be a tenant. But if you're still bullish on the long-term prospects of the market, and you can see that the market is going to be higher 5 to 10 years out now, or at least that's your investment thesis. If you believe that, then I still think it's a good time to buy. I've always taken the position that irrespective of whether you want to be an owner or whether you just want to lease, you need to look at real estate as a conduit to functioning for your business. The best thing that you can do is look at real estate as just a vehicle. It's a place where you're going to conduct your business, but it's a small component of your business. There's all the other additional things that you have beyond your real estate. So you really just want to make the best decision that you can for your business, irrespective of whether you want to be an owner or a tenant. Just find the best space for your business. And if you only want to be a tenant, well, then you're just looking at spaces for lease. But if you want to consider buying, don't ignore all the lease opportunities as well.